Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new BBC Micro Let's Play. Once again, made possible thanks to Hi Retro Game Lord 89. Links in the description. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Anyway, you know what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be finding a game that we need to play, or want to play. Now, where is it? There it is. Wizard Adventure by Robert Crow. Published by Soft Center in 1984. And we get some nice little music to start stuff off before we see the screen that we'll be looking at for the rest of the game. This game is part of the Soft Center collection and is one of 8 games on the compilation. So, we have a little bit of background information at least. So there's that. And when the game starts, you get to choose whether or not you are male or female. It doesn't have any bearing on the story at all, except at the very end. I'm just going to go for male. You were once a handsome princess if you chose female, but one day a cruel witch turned you into an ugly troll. You have been searching since then for a way of turning you back, yourself back, into a handsome prince/princess. Your last hope is Wild Valley, which is a place where many adventurers have been killed. You must find 2 items and give these to a wizard, who will turn you back into a handsome prince/princess. Use the usual adventure commands, i.e. take, describe, drop, etc. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell etc. Spacebar to continue. The main commands are in the function keys. F1 is north, F2 is south, F3 is east, F4 is west, F5 is inventory, F6 is look, F7 is describe, F8 is take, F9 is drop, and F0 is the help menu, which takes you back here. Spacebar to continue. Also, you can type in all these commands yourself and they can still work, making the function keys more or less shortcuts, assuming you know what the shortcuts are. And that doesn't look very reassuring. We start in front of a demon. Why would the game start us out in front of a demon? Describe demon? It's small but fierce. Okay. That doesn't really help matters much. Well, we still need to go somewhere, so let's go west, I guess. And we can just move past the demon. And see a high iron wall. Okay. Sure, game. Whatever you say. Describe wall. It's too high to climb. Looks like we'll have to find another way. Can you examine the wall? Okay, you can't examine the wall, even though you can examine certain things. Anyway, let's go back east. Let's go back to the north. Or go to the north. We've never even been over there. You can see a large rock. What shall we do? Well, we can describe the rock. It's very big and has words on it. Read inscription. Okay, boss. You can see a rock with the word Walrog on it. a magic word. Excellent. Let us go to the south and then back to the west, because I have a feeling that this is what you're supposed to do with this word. Say Walrog. And the wall opens to reveal a cavern with a pile of old human bones. Take bones. Okay, boss. And from here, we can go back east. And then we can go to the east. And if you're wondering how in the world I know where to go and what the possible directions in any one place are, it's called playing through the game and mapping it out. And I do have my map in front of me, so now you know. Which is pretty much how these text adventures were done on the regular back in the day. Anyway, let's go east. You can see a piece of fresh raw meat. Take meat. Can I examine the meat? No, I probably couldn't. Or can I describe the meat as a piece of juicy steak? Can I describe the bones too? It's the remains of an old adventure. Okay, cool. Even if it's in your inventory, you can still describe an object. Nice. Take meat. And we now have the meat. If only we were Arby's. Let's go east. You can see a pile of leaves. Describe leaves. I guess there's not much to describe. Well, can we examine the leaves? Yes, we can! And we find an old rusty shovel. Get shovel. I'm pretty sure it's going to be important. Describe shovel. It's used for digging. I can't describe. You just did. Game, what are you doing? And from here we can go north. You can see a bronze sword. I wonder if there's something cool about the sword. It's very sharp, which means it's usable. I'll tolerate this. Take sword. And south. And south again, from where we found... I didn't take the shovel? Take the shovel. What are you doing? South again. You can see a wizard who is here to help you. Describe wizard. It's a wizard with a long white beard. So it's not Chris Jericho then. North. And then west. We're going down a path that goes in many directions. If we go west again, we can find the rock again. If we go north from the rock, we can see a sack. Describe sack. It's got something in it. Examine sack. You can see a sack with flour inside it. The flour is completely useless. So we're not taking it. Instead, we're going to go west. You can see a fire-breathing dragon. Describe dragon. It's large, green, and breathes fire. And we can't do anything against it because... Use sword? Kill dragon. So we can't use the sword against it. But it is fire-breathing, so it could be another way. Also, we are not dead. How did adventurers die here? If... there's no way to get yourself killed, and the monsters sure aren't going to do it. Those must have been some crummy adventures. Anyway, let's go back east. and then go north from the sack of flour. You can see an ordinary stretch of bare ground. Describe ground. Fair enough. What if we dig? Because we have the shovel. You can see a bottle full of rum and the shovel. So apparently when we use the shovel, we put it back down. Let's check inventory just to be safe. Yep. We put the shovel down. It's for the best. There's no reason to use it anymore in this game. Let's go east. You can see a wild dog. Describe dog. It's got sharp teeth and is very hungry. I wonder if it's very Budapest. But that's not important because we can feed the dog because we have the meat. So it won't be very hungry and it won't be very Budapest. You can see a dog eating meat with a clump of herbs by his side. Meat. We don't need the herbs. They're useless. And if you go north from here, regardless of whether you fed the dog or not, you can take a bucket full of water. Take water. Because take bucket does not work. Describe water. Describe buckets? Okay. Sure, game. If you take the herbs, the dog will be gone, I think. I'm taking them even though we don't need them. There's the rum. Then, yeah, the dog disappears. Drop herbs. Yeah, the dog disappears as soon as you take the herbs. Interesting. Leaving the herbs because we don't need them. And finally, if we go back south of the rock, we can kill the demon. You can now see a small demon with a sword through his heart with a bangle beside him. And we've also dropped the sword. We do not need the bangle. And I forgot that we need to do some things. Or one more thing, rather. We need to go north of the rock and west of the sack. And throw water at the dragon to put the fire out. You can see a cowardly dragon with a piece of black jet beside him. And water. Get jet. Okay, take jet. This is just like Ring of Time. Understands take, doesn't understand get. Apparently. And we have done all the things that we can do and gotten all of the useful items. So, let's check our inventory first. And, well, the things that we haven't gotten yet, the herbs, the rum, the flour, the bangle, along with the bones and the jet, they're the things that we can use to give to the wizard. So let's go east. Let's take the flour. Let's go north and take the rum. Let's go east and take the herbs. And if we go all the way here and take the bangle. We can't take the bangle. We can only carry 5 things at any given time. Well, there's only one thing we can do now. And that's to go east of the rock twice and then go to the south. I am going to make a save here and I'm going to give items. And we have our inventory in front of us, and we have to enter 2 items to use as potions. Let's see what happens if we use the herbs. Yes. And the flour. And yes. Better luck next time. The wizard has turned you into a dragon. Well, that's not a fine ending now, is it? Let's try this again. Give items. And the only 2 items that work are the bones and the jet. And if you give those, you thank the wizard who has successfully turned you back into a handsome prince/princess. And that's it. That's the end of this game. Really simple text adventure. You can get through it in minutes if you know what you're doing. The area that you can explore is really small. There's something to do on pretty much every screen. Interestingly, the 3 things that could be considered monsters, enemies, creatures, something that wants to kill you, whatever, don't even try to kill you. There's more than one ending, which doesn't always happen in a BBC microtext adventure. And that's pretty much everything I can say about this game. The graphics, what you see here is what you get. It's just a bunch of white and red. I can tolerate that. I guess it's there in case you have a black and white TV. I guess. I mean, you could play this with a black and white TV. After all, this was a BBC, or still is a BBC micro game. Sound and music. There's not much sound, but what's there? It's brief. It's not annoying. And it's there. Had no issues with the play control. I didn't have any errors. There were maybe the occasional spelling error here and there, but no programming errors of any kind. This one was done as well as it could be. And there's 2 endings, but you can easily see them both. And once you see both, there's not going to be much bringing you back. Fine short text adventure, worth giving a shot. I mean, it's not like it's that long of a game anyway. And you could probably easily get through it if you know what to do, if you know that you can describe and examine a few things. And yeah, go try this game out. But anyway, this has been Let's Play Wizard Adventure for the BBC Micro. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did. Maybe just a little bit more. And hopefully I will be back with another game. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? Maybe I'll stop moving bad and good around in my outro. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.